Welcome back, AP Macroeconomics students. Today we're going to talk about changes in the aggregate demand, aggregate supply model in the short run. So if you recall, we have our shifters of aggregate demand, C plus I plus G plus XM. Consumer spending, investment spending, government spending, and the net export spending. And then we learned about the shifters of aggregate supply, or the acronym RAP. Change in resource prices, change in actions of the government, and change in productivity. So what happens if there's a negative supply shock of oil? What happens to the price level and the output? Notice our graph. We have price level on the Y and GDP real on the X. We have our aggregate supply and aggregate demand curves, and the price level and the quantity and the long-run aggregate supply line. With a new aggregate supply line, a decrease, our price level increases and our quantity decreases. This is what's called stagflation. It's a stagnant economy plus inflation. It's still considered a recessionary gap. Assume there's an increase in consumer spending. What happens to price level and output in the short run? With an increase in aggregate demand, you'll see an increase in the price level and an increase in the quantity. Here's an opportunity to do some practice. Take a look at these situations and fill in. So what are some of the causes of inflation? One, we have what's called demand pull inflation, or an aggregate demand increase. Demand's going to pull up prices. As consumers want goods and services, they'll be willing to bid up prices. There's too many dollars chasing too few goods. We also have what's called cost push inflation, or the short-run aggregate supply decrease. Higher production costs increase prices. A negative supply shock increases the cost of production and forces producers to increase their prices. Some practice questions and some videos for you to take a look at. Thank you.